guys, so welcome to another video. I am doing a first impressions, and I love first impressions, and when I check my videos, which one's the most watched, you guys like first impressions too, so why not do more? This one's another drugstore foundation. It's the Revlon PhotoReady Compact Makeup. I have never seen this before. I did play with it on my hand. It's too cool not to. I actually thought it was a powder, and then I was reading the back and it's like cream makeup instantly liquefies, and I was like, okay. And we had this at work, so it was $8 I bought it for at Winners. And pretty much you open it and it comes with a sponge up here, and there's this mesh screen over the product. You can remove the mesh screen, I figured out. You can just pop off that, and like the screen is just like pressed into the product, so you can just remove the screen and you have cream makeup. Though, like, why would you remove the screen? That's the cool part. A lot of people were saying they were damaging the sponges with that, but like, for the sake of this impression, I'm doing it with the screen because it's so cool. Snap that back on. So there you go. So yeah, it just comes with this little sponge, and apparently the screen is called a liquefying screen. I peeled this off, but then I put it back on because I just wanted to show you guys. But it's called a liquefying screen. I think it's so cool because it does essentially make it a cream to a liquid foundation. So yeah, and I got the color 200 Natural Beige. I think it's going to be a little dark, but since I had the idea that this was a powder, I bought it for the sake of wearing it as a powder when I get tanner, if that makes sense. But I guess that's not gonna happen, but let's just test it out. I'm sorry, am I blinding you guys? Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. This is the fourth darkest shade in the line, so there are there's a couple lighter ones, including a very light one. So I'm gonna use the sponge that it comes with because I have no idea how else I would apply this, and just dip it and kind of just apply it. I did prime my face. I primed my face using the Benefit Professional, and then I did under eye concealer, which is the Benefit Bake Up. Just because this is what I do every day, I usually use either this or the IT Cosmetics. I decided to go for lighter coverage, give it a little bit of a chance here. But I just really want to try it and put it in an actual situation where I'm using it, because I don't think it's fair when you use your everyday foundation and prime it and conceal it and powder it, and then do a first impression on a different one. And of course it's not going to be up to standard because you're not using a primer, you're not using anything else, so it's not a really fair matchup. So this is what I'm going to powder it the way I usually do. As for my normal foundation, I've been using the CoverGirl 3-in-1, and then with a mixture of primers, I like to mix up my primers, and then an under concealer, and then the CoverGirl powder, the clean powder, then I'm trying to finish it up. Okay, so let's just jump in. I like any product. I've read many mixed reviews on this guy. Some say that it doesn't actually set on the skin, and then some say it's good for dry skin, not for oily skin. I've heard it better on dry skin, not oily skin. It's quite confusing. For one thing, I don't like applying with the sponge, though it is pretty much melting into my skin. I like that aspect of it. Apparently oxidizes. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the foundation brush. I'm gonna go with a small one. This is a brush from Sephora. Does it have a name on it? No, just says Sephora. Oh, mini mineral powder brush. It's a very dense, kind of almost kabuki brush. It's tiny for traveling, so it would fit in the product nicely.
It is quite orangey compared to my skin tone over here. According to my anatomy, my face is overexfoliated, which makes it a lot paler than the rest of my body.
I do feel quite a bit orange. I am loving the mesh screen though. I think it's a genius way to apply foundation because you don't have to put it on the back of your hand. It's very sanitary. packaging is very secure. It's very sleek. They had like a whole stack of these at Winners, and just like shuffling through to look for what shade I wanted, it just felt so gratifying. Like just the sound, like the two, it's just, I don't know, they were so nicely matched up, and I don't know, it was just nice. A lot of people were saying that this is light coverage, and I won't say that it's light coverage. It is definitely, well, it could be light coverage, but it's definitely buildable. Like, I do see a couple dark spots just poking through, but it does cover a lot. Especially in like natural lighting, which is really weird because usually when I do my foundation in natural light, I don't usually like the way it looks. And then I look in that mirror and it looks really nice. So I'm happy with the fact that it's looking really nice in this light. I'm going to blend it down my neck. I once had a girl who had like the sharpest color line here. It was like white where her hair was and then orange here. It was so funny. Make sure everything's blended out nicely. I have a couple dry patches around my nose, even though I've exfoliated today, and it did really cling onto those like intensely. So I would not recommend this for dry skin. It's just clinging really bad and does not look very nice around my nose. So that's just the foundation, and I'm going to set it using the CoverGirl Clean Powder in 525 Buff Beige. It's falling apart, but I'm almost done. And I'm just going to slightly dust this onto my face because this is something I always do. And there we go. I really like the way it looks. Like if I do not want to go completely full coverage, I think it looks great. It just doesn't feel tacky on my skin. Let's go look in the mirror over there. I think it looks really, really nice. I really, really like this. Oh my. If it holds up against the oil and does not break away on my face, I think it'd be great. Oh my god. Can you guys see that? Let me show you like my face. Actually, my face. So this is, I have LED lights in here. So this is here my face LED light. So you can still see some of my dark spots, but it's covered most of it, so it looks natural but doesn't look bad kind of thing. Because I have bad skin. Time, if you can see, is 2:56 p.m. I know I'm doing this kind of late, but I'm going to be staying up late, so it's gonna be fun. It'll balance itself out. I'm gonna do a flash photography test to see how this looks in photography. And because it does have SPF 20 in it, which is, that's why I was like, it's great for going on vacation, so I might bring it. Despite the fact that I blinked, I'm going to check in after I finish doing the rest of my face. Toodles. Hey guys, so I just finished my makeup. I went kind of crazy on it. It's starting to get more, like, you can definitely see the purpley tones that are in my skin. It doesn't look bad, and it does apply to the more lightweightness. It's just, I don't know, like when I first put it on, it looked really well. So yeah, that's pretty much the face. I'll check in later. It is now 3:20, so it's been about 35 minutes, half an hour. So yeah, I'm going to film a what's on my phone and an empty video and a favorites video, hopefully. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, hey guys, so I decided to do a little bit of an update. I had to do something to my eyeshadow. This glitter is getting everywhere, so I kind of put more powder underneath my eye to try and mask that, but it's not doing a very good job. So the main point, I don't know, my face doesn't feel oily, but it looks like it. I don't know, in the viewfinder it doesn't look oily, but like in the camera, I mean, not in the camera, in the mirror, it looks super oily for some reason. Like I look like I don't feel oily at all. That's the weird part. So I'm going to set it with a different powder because I don't know. It's just looking really, really nasty. I'm going to set it with the Annabelle CC powder. And this is the color light medium, if you want to know. Because I don't feel oily. Like when I touch my face, like my face doesn't feel oily. When I touch my face, it doesn't feel oily. It's just that it's kicking up a lot around my dry spots. So if you have dry skin, don't use this. Let's see if I can clean up underneath that eye a little. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think that looks, I don't know if it was like a failure in application. I don't think it was. But for some reason, it looks a lot more orangey around my cheek here than it does over here. It doesn't look bad though. So we're just going to continue like this. I'm not going to set it again for the rest of the day. Yeah, I just feel like it's oxidizing. I don't know. I really liked it at first, and now I'm feeling very confused. Yeah, my eyeshadow's not helping. This glitter, it's not very nice. So yeah, I'll check in now again soon. It is almost 5:30, so it's been just under 3 hours, almost. No, almost 2.5 hours. Yeah, something around that. So I'll check in later. Hey guys, okay, so I'm starting to feel oily. Oh wait, let me tell you the time. Probably tell them the time. It is 7:38, so almost 5 hours, and I am definitely getting oily. It's wearing off on my chin there. It's starting to look really bad. I don't know why it looks so dark on the camera. My room's a mess. But what else is new? I'm getting a lot of fallout from this eyeshadow, so just ignore that part. But I'm just really, really oily, and I know I said I wasn't gonna blot again, but let's just blot because, oh my god. Because I gotta film some more videos, and I gotta look. Don't like when I don't look pretty in videos. I'm not even doing anything that's excessively active. I ate dinner and tried on my prom dress. But the fact that I caked on 5 layers of powder on top of this foundation kind of gives you my opinion. I don't know, I loved it in the beginning. It applied so nicely and it looked so good, and then 10 minutes after that, that's when everything started going downhill. So if you want to take an Instagram selfie and then wash off your makeup, this is probably the foundation for you. So you look great for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to film a couple more videos. Christina's here. Christina, do you want to come say hi?
Not now.
She doesn't want to say hi. I'm going to have to fix this fallout issue if I'm going to do any more videos, though, because it looked kind of like it got punched in the eye. So I'm going to find a way to fix that. Christina, how do you think my face looks?
Foundation? Well, did you reapply it?
I powdered, but I didn't reapply.
You can still see some blotches here and there.
So she's saying that it's blotchy. I look really pale in the viewfinder. So I'm disappointed. I'm getting very disappointed in this foundation. I really want to put like a powder foundation on, but I can't do that without compromising the integrity. Let's reapply. That's what we're going to do. We're going to reapply. I'm going to use the sponge again. I'll use a sponge. Let's reapply it. Isn't it cool though? It's such a cool, like you press it against it and it like comes out like that there.
So it's not a powder, it's like a liquid.
So yeah, it's okay, it has a liquefying screen. So pretty much it's a cream, and then when you press down on it, it pops through holes and it turns it into a liquid.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I see.
Christina thinks it's cool too, and when Christina thinks makeup is cool, you know, that's when things get interesting. My cheeks are really rosy. I don't know why. I haven't done anything. Like, it reapplies really nicely, though. Like, Christina, how does it look now?
Yeah, it's a bit better than before. Like, you could see less on your chin and, like, between your brows.
But it looks like not, like, okay, I have acne, but even if there's acne poking out, it looks good.
Looks
Like
better than before,
it doesn't
yeah.
look fake, right?
Well, turn here. It's a little too. Did you apply some over here because I can see it and it's not blended into your cheek?
We're here.
Mhm.
That better?
Yeah.
I don't usually apply deep things with a sponge. That's the thing. But it came with a sponge, and I felt like that would be the best. And I'm just putting some underneath my eyes to help cover up, because that concealer just did not work with the fallout. And then that looks a lot nicer. Oh my god. Doesn't that look like 20 times better?
Yeah, than before, definitely.
Like, so, verdict now, it's great for reapplying. So if you are the kind of person that likes to touch up your makeup throughout the day and does it anyways, or if you only have like a very short day, this is great. And it was easy to reapply. Like, the sponge did a great job reapplying. I'm gonna go show Christina in my intro video, so I'll see you guys at the end of the night, I guess. Toodles. Hey guys, so this is the foundation now. It's getting really, really oily. I'm just holding the tripod here. I'm gonna put this on the ground and I'll sit. It's getting really, really oily. My skin feels really nasty. It's 11:20 or so, and I'm gonna just take it off. I'm not going to bed yet, but we are just sitting down booking things for the vacation, so I just feel so uncomfortable with it on, and I just like, so I'm just gonna go wipe it off now. So it's great foundation if you touch up every hour, if you only need something for the short term, but if you want something that's gonna last you 8 hours, if you have dry skin, no. If you have oily skin, no. You think pretty much need like that normal kind of skin. So I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!